Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and girls of all ages. I hope you're well today. I understand that you probably think that we're really early, and you're right, sort of. I'm playing a tall ass bitch, I think, and I'm concerned. Oh, there's a Skara. Okay. Hold on. Scout is armed and ready. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. I might be a little too tall, actually. Hold on. Get my legs on. Alright. One second, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, honey. Hold on.
Praising you. Just
Hi.
Praise.
I think I might have made her a little too tall, but you know what? Fuck it. We're going with it.
Great. We're here for it.
You're fine.
I've never been. No, you know why I realized I was so tall? Because I stood up and I looked up down. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not used to this. I'm so used to playing short. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we're playing this.
Gives her some presence. She's a warrior anyway.
I don't have my weapon on it, so hopefully I don't have to fight someone. But I'll punch a bitch if I have to.
There you go. There you go.
I don't
There's
have.
a house here somewhere.
Oh, he's over there. All right. This is Councilman Blackburn. Congratulations! I'm ready. I gotta make sure I can hear people. There we go. Oh Lord, have mercy. Hey, Skara. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good.
That's good.
It's, they said it's first come, first serve for NPCs, so I got here as soon as I saw the ping.
Yeah.
You want it to be an open discussion for the last
Well, right
This is
now
the
we don't
first
have to do,
time
but like I think,
Attending.
yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
you guys just have.
Our thing,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you're here for the early
Yes.
scene thing. Yeah. That
Yes.
I know you guys will be disappearing.
Verona would know about that.
It'll be great. It's fine.
Wasn't that worse, Tony? I had Spirit remove the bones because it's petrified.
I'm gonna check if the legs actually work.
true.
Hold on.
So it's stiff now.
It's a stone hand.
It's a little rock, yeah.
I haven't tested this
Jamie
too much. Let's find out. Let's test this bitch out. New character spotted. Will they do medical? No, they are not gonna do medical RP. They are military women. Alright, let's deal with this. I need to deal with this hand thing. This is something I need to deal with currently, actually, because this is rather, I feel like this is, I'm here, so this should be fine. But I feel like I need to, like, lower you just a little bit. Just, hold on, I'm gonna... There we go. Maybe that works. Time to turn some cadets. It's good. This is good. I have to do... Actually, no, I need to do my legs a little bit better. I need to figure out my
Apologies for my tardiness. One sec.
I'm going to use the same voice too. How you doing?
Where are you at? Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm not gonna like you, am I?
Depends on who. She'll probably really like Talus. I don't know about Mel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any future characters remain to be seen.
There we go.
Outfit for other projects with this. But,
Ooh.
Oil born again.
Yeah, something like that. My hands are a little fucked, but I think, you know, all in all, I think this is a pretty damn decent.
God,
Yes.
he's so tall.
So I can look down for my lessers.
He's so tall.
Why are there so many tall motherfuckers? Like, there's some random.
I am
like,
never
couple,
tall,
like,
okay?
spring few that are like huge.
I am never tall,
That is true,
okay?
you were always.
I am always no. I told Lulu this. The reason I
What are
realized
you doing here?
I could ask you the
I
same
thought I got away
question.
from you. You quit.
No, I got reassigned. What's your excuse?
They wouldn't give me dental, if you believe it or not.
With those teeth, I understand it.
But yeah, I'll keep that in mind as
Ow.
folks come in.
Adam,
You should look.
or your boss is, but
Oh,
your
you do
boss
you do
specifically.
gestures. Interesting. Okay.
Skull, you're
I'm trying. Why are you taller than me? Hang on.
Look, okay, so to be fair,
Why are you
my
giant?
character was
Yourself as
taller.
much as you want.
I could make them shorter. I feel
You should
just self-conscious now. Yeah, she's human. I feel self-conscious now.
To make her shorter.
You see this shit?
Giantism. I mean, there is built-in avatar shorting if you want to make yourself shorter that way.
There you go. This seems better.
You don't have
'Cause this
to.
is one. This is a little off.
You could have some giant blood turrets.
You just got northern blood.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay. This is knee height. There we go.
Maybe. Great. I'm your boss.
My nails are lovely.
I mean, we have this councilwoman,
Specifically.
small but imposing.
Yeah, that's my friend right there.
This is my friend. We
Oh my
love
God,
this
I
one.
got... Oh, the harness.
This
Okay.
is good. We love this. This inspires joy.
The harness stays on.
Put my mom down.
Oh my god, you're literally half my height. Wait, I've never look. Okay,
A lot
look.
of people don't realize.
Oh,
that.
she's a run.
Let's go.
She's a run. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. She's tiny.
Yeah.
To be fair, Skull, I told Lulu this. I got into this. I haven't tested. I hadn't like VR tested the avatar. I got into the avatar and I sat and I was like, whoa, I am not used to this. That's how I knew I was tall.
Big woman.
What happened to my other window?
Let's fucking do it.
There's the
Hello?
release poses button.
Also, you malleus looking ass.
Is it? Yeah.
you
Once
quickly.
you do avatar height.
We have Malleus
Baby,
on.
what are you eating? Oh, here, eating your toy. Fine.
How they keep typecasting us.
Look, this
What do
is
you
just
mean?
where
We're
we
using-
don't hold,
Councilman to councilman.
We're literally
Yeah.
reusing
where
the
we
same
don't hold the
avatar, the
characters
same
and models
bases. What do you mean?
From other
Yeah.
stuff.
Look. I found a good
Why
I
is
found a good
this
mature
not-
lady model. I was gonna use it.
No.
Once the server
Yeah,
runs
she's
processing,
good.
you'll be able to see it.
There's not enough mature ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Wordbreaker stuff.
I did find one, like a grandma avatar, though, that I might try to find.
There it is. Now it's
Because she's
Oh,
good.
grandma?
Yeah, that's not a babushka. What are you biting, baby? Where is she?
Hey, Garg, you should definitely
Are
put
you...
it around.
Okay, that's something you can bite. You're good.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
approved, but
Yeah,
on the
okay.
approved
Yes,
bite
we are.
list.
So I was just given a character but no like actual script. So we freeballing it and I'm seeing how much I can ruin the plot
You
in a
didn't
night.
wait. You didn't have the script. I thought you got posted the script. We have an agenda. We have an agenda, sir.
I know there's a schedule.
Yeah, we have a council agenda. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna go
Yeah,
so
that's
well.
all you-
I'm
Look,
so
all
excited.
you need to know is what you're
I
proposing.
haven't gotten any bribes yet in order to swing my vote yet. So you
Shit.
know, like, get him in now.
I won't try to steal
I'm gonna
your
fail this
engineers
at
for a
my job
week.
If I start bribing people.
It's
Okay,
after
so-
the
Put your guys'
People can
names in
bribe
your
you all day,
status.
so
Oh,
does
you're
our
right.
matter.
Fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Shit.
can do that for you.
You are correct, my friend. Thank you.
Um,
All right. I love that. I think this is
Hi, God.
the best
Can you
use.
quickly come up to the admin chat, the main Witcher, in real quick?
Oh God.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
I'm sorry.
You're
I
in
was joking.
trouble.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Lulu, okay.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing. So yeah. Councilman. You're double mute mic'd, honey. What's up?
Hello.
I can't, damn it, I can't. I'm so used to, like, standing sassy. I need to stand up straight.
Stand tall and firm.
I know, I'm gonna, my back is gonna fuck me up.
Clench. You have to clench.
Yeah, I know.
You
My
have to
back
clench
is
your
going to
ass
kill
cheeks
me
and then,
after
like,
this.
Shoulders back, you know?
Yeah, for characters like that, I often put just rest a hand behind. It doesn't show very well since my full body's not on now, but you get what I mean.
There we go.
Why? Why have we
Yeah,
been brought
that's
to
right.
this except to suffer?
I don't know.
I'm too old for this shit. And that's saying something. I work with elves. Ah, my only other human person.
Hungry is the bastard of time.
Did you get that out of a fortune cookie? Or do you elves just have a book of wise and of quotes to make them sound wise?
A book of cryptic lines.
Yes.
Yeah, riddles.
Taught every elf at birth.
To be mysterious and important as possible.
Hmm.
If they don't think of us that way, they'll just realize we're normal. Who would want that?
Nixie, baby, what are you doing?
I don't like being normal.
Okay.
It's too normal, you know?
Maybe there's a single normal person in Reinhold.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Pretty much back, you're right. Wait, what? Lucy and Laura, this is Councilman Marlowe Blackburn of the South. She runs the south side of the city. She runs south of Reinhold. She is also runs the Blackburn Arsenal, which is basically it's the armory. She is very much in favor of the military having power and budget, and yeah, that's pretty much where we are. I also copy pasted the agenda onto a sticky note so I could read it while I streamed.
Yeah, I gotta.
It's a lot of shit I have to read.
I gotta do that.
Oh, I realized.
Do that before I.
Oh my.
It said it's admin. I gotta go to my computer. Damn it! Hold on.
Shit like that.
I realize my Visemes are very small, but it's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
I'll look at you from far away.
It's okay. I murmur. I see a Lulu. I want to kick a Lulu.
There we go.
I want to kick a Lulu.
Reopen Discord. Actually, you know what? Let's leave Discord open. It should not crash my computer. Hopefully. Okay.
Okay, good. We got Rock here. Emo's going over notes. Got Adamus. Cool.
How many members are there? Because I know you're definitely
5.
5. 1 for each district and 1 for Central.
Yeah. We haven't seen my district
Northeast,
yet.
South and West
Smile.
and Central. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Adamus and Voldris are going to be there because we both have questions to be asked.
Determine if she's
shit, so.
a bitch or just serious.
Hey, that means the charges are me.
Fuck around and find out, bitch.
Hey, charges are you only got dropped because you're dying. Because we just can prosecute a dying man.
Yeah, you can. What do you mean?
Yes, we can.
For like a day
What do you mean?
before you die.
We do it all the time. It's called war.
Man get tossed in the slammer for a single day.
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
All right, for council people, Emo will be just a sec, and then we'll be going to get started. So you guys know we're using the school meeting room because during the terrorist attack, the administration building was attacked, and the council room kind of got burned down. So that's still being repaired. So Paul just offered his meeting room in the school for you all to use.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a motherfucking trap. This is why you're here.
They welcome me into
It always is. It always is.
How
Hey.
dare they welcome me? But where the whole incident happened, the whole tragedy took
It's okay.
place.
It's a power play by you guys as well, because it's just like
We're in
yeah,
your
we can
home.
come into your school whenever we want.
Yeah. We're inviting ourselves into your home.
Why? Because I said so.
Mm-hmm.
I like
because you lost door privileges.
We're taking your
I
door
still have door
away.
privileges. You just don't know which doors I have.
Yeah, Blackburn just walking to the front door, just taking out the hinges real quick.
You're done. You're done. This is over. You're done.
No more secrets. Okay.
You're done. Finished.
I'm happy. I got backup. We chill. Look it up, fam.
What's going on? Where am I?
There we go.
Don't worry, I'm sort of your boss.
Oh shit.
For you three, are there any questions about the proposals that I definitely wrote up for you?
Nah, we're good. I'm good.
I'm good too.
We talked about
I
ours.
figured it was fitting that Mars would be the one who specifically was like, I want to question Valdris and send an investigator into the school. Figured that's something Mars would do.
Have like a notepad to bring it up because she's just going to be keeping track of things for each person.
Yeah.
So then it'll move to you and you can give a little spiel about it.
Mm.
Cool.
Funding, no.
Question on follow-ups.
Door privileges revoked.
On the proposal of the military warden, what kind of impact would that have on my Corbillo side, being able to move freely?
I mean, it would certainly make it harder because the military has wardens. But at the same time, if there's threats to your product and stuff, the military has wardens.
And your buyers.
So it's
Yeah.
it's a 50-50.
Do you want people
I
to
think
be
the main
alive
Corbillo
to buy
concern
your
would be
shit?
with their proto-arm users. Mercenaries.
Additionally, it's been said before that there's some dealings anyway going on, so they're probably already aware.
You stay out of my stuff, I'll stay out of your stuff.
What do you mean you buy from me? Probably. I'm the
yeah,
Arsenal,
definitely.
Blackbird Arsenal.
6 months. It's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Meshy!
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely not more than
Hug.
Huh?
Think about it. It's. I think you guys are just overthinking it.
So where were you when Valdris had this thing in the school?
watching it.
Yeah, not very well, apparently. This is gonna be fun.
Watching it, what'd you do? You put a fence around it and said, stay inside, please.
You put it in a playpen.
Talk on my boy, guys. It's my
Yeah,
homie.
it was in a playpen.
He's trying his best.
It was in a.
What is this? Oh, it's Zima. Hi.
In a
Sorry, I didn't
small
realize you were here
location.
soon.
It's like, hey, don't jump this fence.
Sorry, I'm just in
I know it's
anxiety
only
mode.
4 feet tall, but
You
just
got this,
jump.
dweeb. We're all fucked up. We were all told about this last minute. We got this.
We're all gonna fuck up. It's gonna be great.
Can that be a
before
thing?
we get
Can
started-
we please have the Slime Rancher, like, pen and a bunch of pods just in it?
No.
Sorry,
Before
anyway.
we get started, Emo, I know I listed on there the first proposal. It's literally just asking for more funding for the engineers because you guys have had to do a
Tall
lot
lady,
recently,
yeah.
so you need more money.
Just to help with the overall, the recent strains that have. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering if there was like a particular project, but if it's just like to help with overall maintenance,
After the forge breaker damage and the damage here, it's been quite a bit.
Okay.
How much would
Are
we
there-
know about the stuff going on within each other's like districts? I assume because okay, big question. Do we know about it's gonna sound weird. The walker that fucking Marcus has been building. Can I know
Probably
about
not,
that?
because it hasn't been shown publicly.
Okay, never mind.
Unless the general knows about it and has told you about it.
Fair enough.
But I don't know if the general's been told about it.
Damn it. Okay,
I can't
fair.
remember off the top of my head, so we'll just say no for now.
Damn it. I was gonna do something cool. Alright, next time.
Yet.
Well, you know, the military has similar things that they're trying to build or work on.
Yeah, fair.
And there's Arnheim tech that they've sort of prepared that is actually probably better than the bucket.
Bucket, that was the name. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
my
okay,
back
fair.
is so locked up.
We got this.
Do we want to move to the location and have final conversation? And
Yeah.
questions?
So we're gonna be going to the school. What was mentioned before, Emo, for you to know, is the administration building was attacked during the thing, so the school's being used as a temporary meeting zone for the meeting.
Lovely.
So we have
Okay.
a room in there. So we'll be going to the Harbor District and to the Academy.
Whee! It's
The
so
meeting room
nice
is over
being
here.
tall. Anyway,
It's incredible.
it's
yeah.
kind of cool. Oh no! I've never
Yeah,
had
make-
this
just make it.
problem. I never had this problem before. Oh, that's so kind of cool. Okay, anyway, sorry.
So
Ah,
I was getting used to being taller than 4 foot something.
yes!
Right.
Yes! Shut up! IRL too, alright, fucker?
My brother in Christ, you make your characters.
Because I'm used to being short, and no one plays short people. Not a lot of people.
That's real. That's real.
Everyone plays 10-foot tall
It feels weird
fuckers.
when I'm too tall because I feel kind of like disconnected.
So I think Verona
Anyway,
should
sorry.
take the middle seat just for the funnies.
Okay.
Well, also because they were probably here first.
Probably.
I mean, technically.
I'm gonna go sit by my cousin.
Oh,
We're
fun.
best friends together.
Why are they all related?
Because
Are
they're
all-
elves.
God, they're just
elves.
gonna have to stare
They
at
fuck
Hal
like
the whole time.
rabbits.
Are we gonna start? Everybody
It's really is quite the opposite,
I think we're
like,
gonna
entirely.
start behind the chairs and sit down and begin, just for quick.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Nepotism. That's the answer.
I'm gonna sit next to my arms dealer.
Pog.
Only because I want to be across from Valders.
Where the fuck am I gonna sit?
I'll sit here. You can sit there. You can chill there. Or you can sit
If you
north
want to move
Valdres.
over one, we can both pop over one. You pop this.
That's
you
fine.
do that.
That works.
Yeah,
We
matching.
Incidents even.
How does this? Let's see. How does this look? Oh god! What does the traffic light? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Do we want to sit down beforehand? That way we can
I
skip
think we
the whole
should
like.
sit down beforehand so
place
we
days.
don't.
You know what? Fucking you are so valid for that.
Yeah, let's not play.
Let's skip the,
play this game.
my feet are going to be in the floor.
Oh,
like if I cross
no.
my legs,
Yeah,
I'm
my
on
Doug?
here, this is, like,
Mixie,
no good
no,
spot.
please, my sweet child, no.
Gotta make sure that my back's not like
right
phasing
here.
through the chair.
Free real estate.
Baby, go.
Oh my
Baby,
god,
go.
these tables are tiny.
should size up these
These
chairs.
tables are a little small, aren't they? Are these children's size?
The chairs are fine.
Nixie, you gotta go.
The table's too
Nixie,
low.
baby.
Fine.
I have no knee
Oh,
space.
there we go. And you get off
You
my,
sit sideways.
my tie. Okay, we can do here.
Oh god,
You can keep me unanxious.
I'm not
I have a
I'm
friend.
not ready. What is my
Last
voice?
minute questions
I have a
before
friend.
we do like a
I mean,
set.
What's for dinner?
Chilaquiles.
Fuck yeah, you know what? I'll take that.
Nixie, stop. Go. Go.
Okay.
Go. Sorry. If you see me, go, dog. Nixie just won't let me leave me alone. I'm so sorry. Go.
no, it's okay.
Let's see, block cursor input. There we go.
All right. Let's see if she'll let me stay. All right, how are we starting this
I'm
bitch?
ready. Just get a ready check. Everyone good?
Pog.
Yeah,
Ready.
all good.
All right, which you want to give us a countdown and then just start?
Okay. All right, we'll start up in 3, 2, 1. It seems like everyone's here now. Are we good to begin?
Better late than never.
Notes.
Seems fine for me.
I'm ready.
Understood. Well, then we will start with the first proposal that was brought up to me, which was wanting of an approval for more budget towards the engineer corps.
After the recent stresses over the last few months, we've been having to
He's using variant voice.
increase the amount of shifts of our labor, and we're trying to limit the amount of overtime many of the maintenance staff and engineers have been having to endure. If we can get additional funding moved in, hopefully we can get in additional tools, maybe help with some staffing shortages, and especially with our most recent crisis. We're still assessing all of the damage that has happened in the more public sectors as well. Even a small percentage should be enough to help ease the amount of stress for the staff in order to make sure that we're not having rushed work due to frustrations.
I agree. We should make sure that our engineers have everything they need to make sure our city is safe. I have a suggestion at that point, actually. Perhaps the military, both the military and the Warden Corps could supply some engineers to assist in the damages. Or repairs, rather. I
personally see no issue with this.
Generous offer.
I certainly can't speak for the rest of the Warden Corps, but I know a number of candidates have requested leave to assist if the opportunity became available. If you'd be willing to accept their assistance, Councilman.
Assuming that these candidates have the proper training.
Some of them are from your very engineering school.
Yeah!
As for the others, they'll have to be immediately screened, but should be fine.
I'm also in favor of this.
Military is more than happy to help out where it applies.
So no objections then. Lovely.
To ease things also, we could reduce the amount of transports. Given the safety concerns, I plan to do so anyways.
Well, I'll put forward the paperwork for the requests.
Well, if we want to make it official, all in favor of it, go ahead and just agree.
Agree.
Aye.
Agreed.
Then it shall be put forth. Alright, let's see. Next on the docket was... I believe, Mars, this was yours. You were wanting to look into getting a special investigator to do a review and audit of the Warden Academy.
Correct. Given our closeness with your borderline and ease of access that we allow in and out from the academy into the entertainment district, as of late, things have been flying under the notes. Things are not being submitted properly, therefore I would like somebody outside of your own purview to at least bridge the gap of information.
That is a bit
As I have
bold
said
for
in
you.
the past to this council, I am an open book. I have no objections to your investigator.
Sure you are.
Very well, if you agree, and the others would like to also agree, notes will be passed around. Obviously, I won't keep it for myself.
I'm assuming there's no objections on this.
None
A
here.
question of curiosity, if anything, of how this gap might have started.
Given my penchant for being newer, and the paperwork being, well, a lot recently, even more so with all of the new candidates, I feel like things were just left out in the open for me to find later.
I will ask, perhaps the council could discuss who will be chosen, so it is agreed upon by all of us to be a fair choice.
That is suitable.
Sounds completely agreeable, yes.
Good. Want to make sure it's not just a carbillo.
Agreed. The Academy has no objections to whoever the Council decides is fit for such a service job.
All in favor then.
Agreed.
All right. Person to be chosen at a later time.
We'll go over it later. I believe the next thing on the docket was a unanimous proposal. Everyone was interested in having a questioning with the headmaster, if that would be all right.
All right.
I assumed as such is why you called me here.
Then we'll let it be a round table. One at a time.
Especially after your most recent announcements.
No doubt covering his ass.
You have to be more specific about which announcement you mean, Councilman. There were several announcements made when we returned from our visit from Vanderhall.
The press conference.
I suppose I'll just have to wait my turn.
Where is the
You
beast?
should go first.
Cousin.
I suppose.
Is it still in the city?
No, as I'm sure the engineers can attest, it fled the city some days before we even arrived back from Vanderhall. Recordings of it saw it heading out into the wasteland.
And pray tell, why were you keeping a Magic Beast within the school?
Research purposes. I had researchers from Runewald who were studying it for its docile nature.
Docile.
Correct. It did not respond to stimuli the same way other Magic Beasts had in the past. And if we had more knowledge as to how that came to be, it could prove useful in our fight against them.
General, how many lives were lost in the incident?
We're
Your
still
military.
counting the numbers. It's a lot. More than should have been lost.
Well, that's a pretty decent answer. Nixie baby, don't get too
And
close.
not a single one by the Magic Beast, if that's what you're trying to suggest, cousin. I believe a cult did that.
The cult's purpose was the Magic Beast.
But it was still an outside force that attacked us. Which I don't think is my purview, is it?
How did they know its location?
It seems to be that there were traitors from a number of organizations. The school, the military, the wardens. It wasn't just my failing.
Raises the
So we didn't
question
want to
how a
lose
complete
number of
saturation
engineers.
went unanswered for so long, or rather undetected.
And how so many organizations had these fingers in this pie, and yet none of the council had been informed of it.
That's not my purview. I believe that's yours, Councilwoman. Aren't you supposed to secure the threats to this city? Is that what your research division and intelligence division are for?
It is when our own are keeping secrets. It's much easier that way. Who did have knowledge of this? Could we get their names so that we can start an investigation as to who leaked this information?
We already know who leaked the information. They fled the second it occurred.
Then pray
there
tell.
were a number of researchers underneath the school, as well as guards who were purchased on.
Still,
there were also several military officers and a number of engineers who were aware of the structures. The full list was provided by Talus that's being sent to your desk.
Good. I'd like that to, if we may, be part of that investigation to double-check records.
Why were we not informed that you were keeping it?
I don't believe I've ever had to inform your research projects in the past, no matter how big or small. Didn't see this as any different.
You can see why it is important now, cousin.
As if I was to assume that a doomsday cult would attack the city, cousin.
This experiment of yours, whether docile or not, caused an incident. Your failure to inform us of its presence and your plans is quite a grievance.
We can agree to disagree. The creature didn't cause any harm to any individual. And again, how was I to know that an outside force would attack the school?
How are we to know that this... How do I put... uprising was not due to the creature's influence itself? You already said that it's acting abnormal. How thoroughly was it tested?
Fairly thoroughly, by experts of Runewald and Reinhold. Enough that I would attest to it. The creature was a pod until the very night. Didn't have the capabilities of any sort of magic of that sort. And none of our monitor detectors showed anything of that nature. It was thoroughly contained. And quite frankly,
yet it
had
got
a
out.
warden with Reinhold's steel not cut through its container, it would not have escaped.
With its convenient timing to...
And the status of that warden?
They were killed. One of the 3 rogues. Their core and arms were reclaimed, and they're waiting for council review.
And where did the pod originate from? How did you get your hands on it?
It was done in an experiment between blood types. I have no idea how it was formed, truthfully. Just that it was formed in these halls. I am awaiting a report from researcher Osiris to know the specific details. They were alongside us for the Vanderhall mission, and so they were backlogged on reports. I'm awaiting specifics to provide you all.
So it came from inside. Would that be able to be replicated, even if accidentally?
As far as we've been able to find out, it seems to be some sort of fluke. The similar experiment was repeated to make sure that there wasn't a threat of replication, and it appears to have been a failure. So no, I don't believe it can be replicated.
Do you have
any other... Pardon?
Do you have any other pods that you are researching currently?
No, just the one. I wouldn't intend to have any more than that. One is already a big enough threat as is, even with guard on it constantly. Not trying to start a beast war, and I was simply researching the one that we had already in captivity.
Could you further clarify for me? Perhaps I misheard. How the pod was fabricated?
Blood experiments. That's what they said.
A blood test.
Of a Majabi sample?
Like I said, the specifics aren't known to me. Researcher Osiris is going to provide a report on the full extent of the experiment.
What
Then
was
I think we all should have that report faster rather than
That
later.
is the intent.
What was the purpose of the experiment in the first place? To simply see if we could create our own?
No. I believe the original blood test was an attempt to see if there was a cleaning property of one blood into another, something to do with dirty mana. The result was something entirely different. There was no attempt or implication to create this creature. It was quite literally an accident. At least that is if my researcher is telling the complete truth.
Perhaps as your researcher, we should
How
be communicating with them.
reliable is this researcher then?
They've done a number of research projects since their time with me. I don't have any suspicion that they are being untruthful. But my belief in their trustworthiness is different than your all's belief. So if you need to personally investigate them, I understand. Though that same researcher was attacked by a Raiden agent earlier this week and are currently under healing. They were tortured for information of Vanderhall. So you may need to give them time to rest before they can speak.
Convenience.
Perhaps a more direct questioning with this individual after their recovery, of course. Perhaps once we've had time to go over the reports, they can make a attendance for more thorough questions.
Was there
I'm sure
anyone
much of this
assisting
is
with
going to
that?
go over my head.
From my understanding, it was just the researcher Osiris who conducted the experiment, and I have no objection to the direct questioning by the council.
Osiris.
All right. Councilman, I am sure you might have a few questions, unless you also were updated as we were.
I was updated just a bit before you. Sorry, a bit before you all. So honestly,
Did
most
you
of my
know
questions have
about
been answered.
this secret project, Verona?
I was not made aware of it.
Death gives birth to tears. Tears gives birth to anger. When anger turns to rancor, it opens the path to war. This secret you chose to keep from us caused a vast amount of death.
Again,
if we
it was
knew
not
about
a secret. I did not keep it from you. It was not required reporting. Now it is.
You simply chose to.
Like I haven't told you about our test on blood samples before, or our test on arms, or our test that made the Reinhold steel that your council so willingly thrust forward to the rest of the Maxim Agreement. You've allowed me free will on my research up till now. You only wish to throw me under the bus now, cousin.
That agreement, those allies of ours are now questioning us. Why we were studying a Magibeast, why there is a fanatical cult within our midst, trying to
August
implode us
studies
from within.
Magibeast every day. I'm sure they have no questions more than one for our research.
That is their purpose, but now they are nervous that we are doing the same. Each
there a
one of
point to this
us is a
questioning,
cog in the wheel.
cousin? Or shall we continue this council meeting?
I
before
feel
we
like we have to put both an emergency proposal.
What proposal are you wanting?
Any continued funding of any Magibeast or pod-related research must be brought to the board first before we give the okay.
Agreed.
I will remind the council that I already provided such concessions last week, and I will continue to do so.
It's best to make
Moving
things official.
forward, yes.
Agreed to this.
Agreed.
Was
How
there any
many
other questions?
projects do you put through within a month?
3 or 4.
Hmm.
This is the first that's been Magibeast related.
So would this level of bureaucracy cause too much of a hitch for your development?
It likely would, but if it's what the council requests, I'm going to acquiesce.
Better safe than sorry.
I was thinking the same. For the sake of safety. Agreed.
Get it to us in a timely manner. We'll get it back to you within the week. I think that's reasonable.
I'll hold you to that, Councilman.
Of course. No further questioning from me.
Nor I.
Understood.
I guess next on our docket.
I was going to wait to make sure the other two didn't have any last questions.
What was
You
your
can wait
purpose
for
in
now.
Vanderhall?
Oh.
That full report will be provided to the Academy, from the Academy to the Council, as well as the full report from Moonwald that we were reviewing the specifics of from Alexei, in regards to this method in which we might be able to recover Eden. We were
Recover.
successful in collecting a device capable of rejuvenating the land.
Trying to, like, sit up straight.
There is another that was
This-
collected
Looks like
by
I'm-
Councilmen Alexei and Rudolph.
I look like
So
I'm
there's
slouching
two
and I
such
hate it.
devices that we're aware of then.
Based on our research and the runes
There
we've
we
been
go.
able to decode, we believe that there are 5 in total. 2 have been collected by the Maxim Agreement. The other 3 are being searched for currently. They have been the focus of our research, at least for the last year.
Let's see about that.
To my understanding, this was part of your announcement.
That is correct.
The cities are asking
What?
questions, cousin. Sorry
That
to
is the
interrupt.
point.
And what should I tell them?
That we are in the process of researching a method to rejuvenate Eden. That is the truth.
And if you find that we cannot operate this machine,
You all see the state of the world as it is. We're doomed one way or the other.
Reinhold will endure as it has.
Say that when 5 Magibeasts burst down its door, cousin, and then tell me it will endure.
And you believe this is our best
you say
opportunity?
this as if it is inevitable, especially as one of the officials whose exact responsibility is to prevent such an outcome.
Jahalos, you are as old as I am. You've seen as many cities fall as I have. How much longer do you think Eden has, truthfully? Maybe you're hopeful in believing that Reinhold will withstand, but I'm pragmatic. And if there's a chance that we can return to Eden proper, then I'm willing to put all of my effort behind it.
Debating whether we will or will not fall will not get us anywhere.
I'll need to see more progress before.
For once.
We have proven that our systems meet what we need, if not excel at times. Especially with recent developments, further research, refinements, especially with our distribution of Magisteel. My concern is not even of the Magibeast, it is of opposing parties, and especially now internal parties, which are trying to turn our efforts inside out.
Madam Blackburn?
If I may, for once I agree with Voltris. If there is a chance, we should be researching it. And being pragmatic about the possibilities. I'm not saying we lose all hope, but I'm saying if there's a chance, it's good to hedge our bets either way. We can do both. We can look into this project of Valdris's, as well as safeguarding our own against these other external threats. That's our job, is to protect against all external threats, including a possible inevitability. Debating whether it will or will not happen is like saying if it will rain again. We don't know.
I agree.
I'm with Councilwoman Blackburn.
We take the chance.
For once, villagers, I believe that this should be our focus. Not to ourselves, but to the people.
The possibility
As long
is
as this does not impact other areas. Can you guarantee that, villagers?
That is my hope. I intend to be
the team that you have on
about
this.
the process. There's a number of reports that the council will want to see, including proof that this regenesis works. It was able to rejuvenate land both on a city in Runewald and in the wasteland near Vanderhall.
I saw the report pictures.
The valley in Vanderhall was about 10 square miles in size.
I'll send the picture reports early that I have received. Moving water, plants, fertile ground, actual soil.
But, and this is why I was so adamant on the research of the Magibeast, if we are to return to Eden, the threat of the Magibeast will have to be found some way to solve. Which is why we need to study them even more. Whether we can find a way to make them docile, or we can find a way to negotiate with them, or destroy them entirely, whatever method allows our return to Eden.
the expenditure that would be required to even consider restoring a fixed location and defending it. I don't believe is a possibility as we are currently. But
which is why I must change.
Could this device be used to perhaps create a bounty of resources within the city?
Technically, the device could be used in a number of ways. Not just as a bounty giver, but as a destroyer. The device inside of it holds pure mana. Unattuned and unrefined, it can be used for any purpose. That purpose can be destruction as much as it is creation. Which is why, the research of it has been kept close to the chest, as we worried that people like Raiden or Ashburn would learn about it.
So it falls upon the person operating it, is what you're saying?
Correct. An administrator selected by the device. At present, we are aware that Councilman Alexei of Runewald is the administrator of his device. And though it was not my choice, because events in Runewald did not go in Vanderhold did not go exactly as planned, one of my candidates is currently the administrator of the device that we have here.
Have you secured?
Given.
Have you secured this candidate?
Given.
Yes.
To an extent, it seems, as they are still walking around.
They are still walking around. The only reason I don't have a worry about their safety at present is because no one is aware of their status or what these things do. However, after the attack in Raiden, I have a worry that Raiden may either be aware of what's going on, or at least be aware enough that they have a threat. When Osiris
Think of what? But not of who.
Assuming that they do not already have one of these other 3 devices.
Correct. We have no way to know, at least not yet.
And if they do...
Is this position permanent? Can it be transferred?
That is not something we've looked into yet. But we do know that there were administrators prior to the ones who were placed. At present, we assume it is a life position until someone dies.
And the position can only be given at a location or by the original.
Complicated device.
Clearly.
It seems to have a will to it. It chooses.
Perhaps another guest alongside our researcher.
Another meeting, perhaps, but definitely.
That being said, the individual that you have assigned, I don't think documentation should be kept from us, but at the same time, I think it is in the better safety interest for only the council to be documented on it.
And their names
no outside
should not
knowledge.
be mentioned.
To your offices.
Their name should not be mentioned on any documentation. We can use some kind of code word.
Nothing
for their
sent.
safety.
Understood.
We'll have to enact codes, yes.
We can hammer out the specifics and I can provide you all the reports. But I do believe there is still a couple of measures that need to be run through quickly.
Yeah.
I was going to say it might be a good idea to move on.
Whoopsie.
Next on the sheet was bringing up the current status of Lazarus Zephyr, our current Warden General.
Yes, he is getting quite old, isn't he?
I am unsure if you're all aware, but they are currently in the process of petrification.
What? How? You know what? Never mind.
And you are proposing removal?
From what I am aware of, they do not have much longer. So it would be in our best interest to make sure things are covered ahead of time. Assuming no one has any issues with their dismissal.
So this is more preventive measure rather than displeasure.
More of a forced
Perhaps
retirement.
rather than thinking in such a mindset, maybe allowing him to be comfortable with what time he does have. Especially after his long career of service.
I guess my vote would be to let him choose his successor.
Typically, how we've been running it, the council decides, but I do have a recommendation. Given his consistent fine work working with the military, the wardens, and the engineer corps, I propose Ada Lynn take over Warden General.
Ada Lynn is...
Ada. He is stoic and experienced. Agreed.
I don't know who this is. I don't think I've ever met this character.
Are there any other objections or questions?
Is this your nomination alone, or has he expressed interest in the position?
It is my nomination, but I spoke to him previously. Noticing Lazarus'
You chillin',
state,
baby?
I typically went through the current warden captains to see who would be most applicable.
It need to be reviewed of the responsibilities were therein, adequate training, of course, before that's
Question
handed
as
over.
to its.
I can state that I'm not sure Lazarus will have any ability to train anything. The doctor gave him a lease on life of just a few weeks, maybe less.
I do have two questions. One.
You do not have that luxury.
You say petrification. Has the source of this petrification been dealt with? Whatever it was. Seems rather
It is a rare illness
concerning.
that sometimes occurs in wardens. When you push yourself too far with core usage and your core empties out, you can force yourself to keep casting. But if you do so too often, it can cause this disease to break across your skin. And eventually it takes your whole body.
Understood.
My expectation is that he did as such during the attack of the Doomsayers. And given the damage that he sustained to his body, and both his cores being used at max capacity, unfortunately pushed himself to the edge.
Perhaps
We should probably run through this.
commendations can be discussed.
Yes, Purple
To
Heart, whatever.
honor his hard work and even sacrifice to defend the people.
I believe that would be nice. Did you have another question?
Yes, your recommendation. What was their name again? I don't believe I've interacted.
Lynn.
Lynn. General.
A bit unassuming of a person, but
Have you interacted with this person before?
I have.
Your opinion?
I don't really have a strong one. I've interacted with them in passing mainly. They seem capable, competent.
Fair enough.
well,
I have no
They are
objections.
In
not
that case-
as boisterous as Lazarus was, but they are dedicated to their job and they listen to orders.
I have no objections to the
They
nomination.
also
I don't know who they are, so I'm not objecting.
in that case, I propose another candidate to possibly be put in for thought.
I swear to God, if it's Ares.
A one warden, Ares Venari, is able to move freely.
Sorry, anyway, I need
Is
to.
where he needs to be when he needs to do it, and follows his direct orders.
We love Mervyn.
There's an
least from
unfortunate measure when it comes to Ares. Whether you're aware of it or not. He is
Oh,
at
do
present judicially the leader of our Prometheus branch, and cannot serve in both positions.
Ah,
Maybe.
unfortunate, but fortunate at the same time.
Levitate him to a further position, we would have to find a new Prometheus lead.
Huh.
And I'm assuming those are much harder to come by.
Quite.
not many people have the same skill set.
Put the cat in there.
That does bring curiosity. Does your candidate have any already standing responsibilities?
Not currently. He was originally
You're
originally
head
on
into things,
transfer from
okay.
Fortis, but upon speaking to him,
He's the
willing
Earth-core
to
warden, brown hair, pale
permanently
skin.
move over
That does
here
not narrow it down.
for relocation.
I just probably haven't met them yet, or maybe I have and I just haven't seen
So
them. I'll
he'd be
find out.
directly
Anyway.
delegated into one of our most important divisions then.
Wait a minute, is he the one that does the healing magic? Like that reverted someone's healing?
First to jump into protecting the city when things happen.
Wait, is he the one with the healing magic that reverted like someone's like body? No, that was air. That was air magic, wasn't it?
I'm worried at the cultural.
No, he is that one. Okay, yeah, no, I just forgot his name.
That
I
he
know
might
him.
have.
He's cool. He's chill. He's Phil. He's chill.
Let alone those who would be serving under
Ah.
him as well, having a
Guys, we gotta
position immediately filled by a new face.
Dudes, we got 20 minutes. I gotta charge for my shit.
I can understand those.
While you
feelings.
can instill responsibility, leadership does not develop overnight.
I definitely
Feel as if Lazarus is able to bring him on, then the others should follow
Onto a spirit
suit.
fox. Yay! You got the
Given time.
glowies. Human blindness is bleeding to silence.
Make
Shut
his
up!
name more well known. Speak
I
of
mean,
his
you're
own
right.
exploits, perhaps
You're right, but also, fuck you.
during commendations,
Martin.
perhaps. If Lazarus is willing
We got this, bitch. We
to
got
nominate
this.
whichever candidate we decide themselves. Commendations towards our previous, who then suggest our future towards the people. Maybe lessen the blow.
I
Come on,
am
we're not
okay
gonna get
with
to mine.
Warden Lin then.
We got 2 more things to talk about.
Agreed. Then.
Yeah, we got 2 more things to talk about.
All right.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bam.
I believe the next thing we had was from Naros. You wanted to vote on the ratification of White Willow's trade agreement after they've joined in our maximum agreement, correct?
He would be the trade guy.
Correct.
Fucking hell.
White Willow is wanting to seek
Valius looking ass. Sorry.
further relations with Reinhold.
Hmm.
I believe with them being the newest addition to the agreement, it would be suitable. And we have need of their supplies. And us theirs.
I know of several families that would be eager to reconnect with their old homes. Or perhaps distant family. Would only reinforce relations, even on top of the economic improvements.
No objection.
New allies are always welcome. What is it that they are proposing to bring to the table?
Farming goods, food, water, spices, things we have need of,
That's good.
as well as help,
Trade is always good for my sakes.
labor, help. I know my district is in need of it. Once you all take care of yours with the recent chaos.
I can say that we
Yeah,
have
we need
many
more.
concubines.
One at a time,
Apologies.
gentlemen.
We have been in contact with the shogunate and their wardens, and they have offered to provide us techniques on how to make their specialized folded magisteel, which is an interesting design we haven't tried before.
And I believe they bring new things to the entertainment district. I'm for that.
And I can sell them guns.
You would be, Carvelo.
Oh no. Everyone needs to have their fun. The people always come first, especially in my district.
And trade is good for all avenues. This works well, then we can now do other trade agreements as well. I think we're all in
Everyone
agreement.
can support their fashion sense.
I suppose we're all in agreement then.
Yes.
Aye.
I believe the next
Completely.
one is actually a proposal from our general over here. Discussing the military wardens.
Yeah. General?
Right. Yes. Which part about it specifically should I bring up?
Perhaps how it was
standard
already
proposal.
brought to light for the public before it was discussed here.
I simply announced my approval of the proposal, not that it had been passed.
Yes, thank you so much
And
for
I
that.
have expressed as such to the general that after a few years of stonewalling this proposal, I have finally come around to its possible necessity.
Good.
By all means, give us your
Frustrations that we've all
proposal.
been hearing.
The proposal would have the military gain their own set of wardens. Different purpose, of course, than the usual you would expect from either the wardens themselves or from Prometheus. A branch that will protect the people and prevent situations like the Doomrise that just occurred.
Though I agree that it is necessary for this to happen, I will say we do need. So we will need to have certain restrictions, similar to the wardens, how the wardens operate, of when the use of an arms or an arms like would be acceptable to use. We don't want us gunning down civilians.
Of course not. That would be one of my main priorities, is emphasizing to this group of military wardens, whatever we end up choosing to call them at the end of the day, that we would be focused on securing, containing, and protecting. We're not out there trying to kill magibeasts. We're trying to protect the people from, unfortunately, oftentimes other people.
Do you have a
few
selection
questions, if I may.
in mind? Do you have a selection in mind of
For
people?
potential picks for it?
Potentials? Yes. You don't need
Yes,
to name
I do.
them, but it would be good for us to review.
I have a selection in mind already, and I am willing to provide who and provide their records, if approved, at this council meeting.
Of course.
Some are already trained and would be able to start immediately in the program. Others would
Give
require
Blitz a
warden
core.
training as well.
And I have
To a
already
certain
provided to
degree.
the general that if the proposal were to pass, the school would offer its services in making sure that the military wardens are trained appropriately.
Yay! Crossovers. Apologies, you had a
What
question?
would the primary role of these military wardens be?
Fair. That's a fair question.
Protecting the people and protecting Reinhold from the inside.
What would their primary target be? Let me rephrase my question.
Those with proto-arms, I imagine.
If I had to guess, rogue wardens or proto-arm users down the line that we end up facing.
That seems fair enough.
That would be my guess as to what the primary use for these
That seems fair enough.
military wardens.
And more specifically, it's no secret that Raiden's raiders have become more and more of a threat. If we come up to arms against them, my wardens are trained to fight magical beasts, not people. Having wardens who are prepped in the fighting of wardens will prove us better service.
I agree.
Which moves me towards
Our boy's back.
not an objection, but a concern. As was already discussed, some of these candidates will need to go through warden training. which means that your candidates are going to be working side by side with individuals who are being trained to kill them. Are we ready for that kind of strain, especially with how I've already been hearing numerous complaints
of
a lack of cooperation between wardens and military officers?
That lack of cooperation has come, at least in my experience, between the current wardens and the military. The candidate branch that has come before is of a different cloth. I'll let the general speak on what his experience has been.
I've noticed much the same. One clarification I'd like to quickly make is that you mentioned being trained to kill them should things go wrong. We are not judge, jury, and executioner, and we will follow the extent of the law, even as military wardens.
And if I may, if I am to understand, I believe these cadets are meant to know that is the purpose of this, some of the future purpose of some of their brethren anyway. There are always going to be, or always have been wardens trained to protect against other wardens. This is just more specialized from the get-go.
In truth, I expect some of the very candidates who will be training alongside them may join the ranks in the future. Some have expressed an interest.
How is this going to differ from us, say, funding more into Prometheus?
Prometheus is a specialized organization. They're meant for hunting and taking out specific single threats. They're not meant for fighting wars. If we encounter an enemy that uses wardens on the battlefield, Prometheus would be useful, but an organized unit of actual military would be more successful.
And as for your concerns about the military and wardens and military uncooperation, in my experience, people that train together tend to cooperate better with each other. Perhaps this will ease that tension.
So long as we're seeing brotherhood rather than rivalry.
That's all I'm seeing.
And this will not turn into military police, closing off my blocks, blocking my areas of business.
You would be worried about that, wouldn't you, Carvello?
Unless you're committing heinous crimes, I think you'll be fine.
Carvello.
I simply do not welcome people impacted, as they have been, with the lack of planning.
I'm getting everything I want. Let's do this.
On that subject, with us both seeking a super weapon and training wardens in the military, our allies will not look fondly upon our maneuvers. But I am in agreement. I will do my best to satiate and calm them in that regard, as long as they work together with us. Possibly cooperative in searching for these shrines, or rather these laboratories.
Reinforcing the notion with our to-be refined trade agreements of White Willow as well.
Brotherhood. Excellent. Good.
Rather
All
than
happy.
increase
Wonderful.
Of particular
Good.
fields. Overall progress.
Good. This meeting is
Indeed.
done.
We must be
and we are
very
good.
transparent with them, lest they turn against us.
Let's go home so I can get a hot dog.
Back to the proposal. How do you all feel on it?
I'm in agreement.
As long as the checks and balances between them and Prometheus are maintained, I'm in agreement. And I will even make sure that the populace is better swayed, given everything, as long as you keep your end of the agreement.
always do.
Love it when he gets sassy. Anyway.
Very well. I agree.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
Agreed.
There we go.
And I agree as well.
All right, let's get this going. All right, let's go to lunch.
I suppose you two will have to have a discussion later then. For your new policies.
Lots of paperwork.
Indeed.
Well, given the time, it is probably good we wrap up now. We can always call for another meeting.
Wonderful.
Of course.
Very well.
Looking forward to what this next arrangement will bring forward for all of us. A lot of light to be shown.
Something of unity, I hope.
I do hope we can all
One can only
strive to
hope.
work better together then.
Well,
Councilwoman,
if today's
if you could
unanimous passings are anything to show.
Suppose we are adjourned then.
We are done.
If the council ever needs anything else from the military or myself, I will be available.
I'm sure we will.
Bit late to ask, especially with the new public access of your academy. Is there any particular requirements for entry? Or is it open door?
You must first respawn, because we're running out of time.
Whee!
Your friend streams, if that's the case. But right now we cannot tolerate.
That was cool.
That was supporting the cast right now.
Hey, go hey. I'm so much taller!
I missed my wife too.
Opening act.
Let's roll up. I'll be back.
Bear!
Is there anything that we didn't know if there was anything in particular.
Hi, Martha. Hello.
Newsfish.
One thing would have been passed.
I'm
not insulting you.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's go then.
I need to be.
Get my legs off.
Anyone who is keeping up with the news would hear that the council has proposed and passed the Military Warden Act.
Well,
I mean,
Selection.
I smile so big.
New Warden General.
I smile so big with my
That has not publicly been shared yet. No.
It's called end bullying.
Not publicly shared. Damn it. Got it.
What Corey?
And other than that, I think that's all the announcements. Thank you, Morph. So if you guys want to go ahead and get to your places, we can go ahead and get started here in about 4 minutes. If anyone has any specific questions, you can grab us over there.
Neko, I am seeing a distinct lack of a certain white-haired cat.
I'm so
I called her about a half an hour ago.
She's starting to.
Because yeah, I'm sure you saw in the. Oh, we gotta go more. She said she was getting the chat about the sword. We found 3 runes.
Hey,
They
Witch.
do not match the language that has been established so far.
So are we good to play Lady for a little bit?
Or not?
1 second.
No, because it'd be the same sect as what Mira knows in.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It was so loud in my ears. What's up?
No worries. Are we allowed to play Council Folks for a little bit? Or...
Yes, you can. You can swap between them. Like, definitely like get your stuff done as scout. But if you are done for the day and stuff, feel free to just swap into your councilwoman or start councilwoman and then play scout later.
Poggers. Alright, I mean, yeah, I'll probably play Scout because, like, yeah, otherwise, oh god, it's dark. Because then I'll play this bitch later. Alright, cool.
Did Kelso pass along what
Thank
they
you.
need to know about? Because I don't know what they know.
I can corroborate.
Oh, wait.
This is bullshit.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, bullshit.
Hey man, don't look at me. I'm just a pawn lady.
I am fond of you. Hey.
I'm gonna be honest. The only person I cared appearance-wise would have been.
heck are wait, is no one here? I'm all alone. So sad. Okay, fine. Okay, when you get to scout, casual, uniform, casual. I need to move the headset. Whole fucking 3 feet